OMG fate still undecided, no show until 2026. As of now, the fate regarding season 15 of OMG is still undecided. No one, not even Andy Cohen, knows what will happen with the hit Bravo reality series. There has been a lot of speculation, and now it is being made clear that fans will have to keep waiting, possibly until 2026. Keep reading for more details. OMG fate still undecided. Viewers knew season 14 of OMG would likely be the last traditional one with an OG cast. Teresa Giudice is the last one standing from the beginning of the show's inception. Melissa Gorga came in season 3 and everyone else followed, though Dolores Catania made guest appearances along the way. The tension between the ladies was too much to keep a show running. More so, they were not even interacting and could not be in the same room with one another. Therefore, something had to give. Bravo and Andy Cohen had a lot of thinking to do and did not hide that from the cast or fans. They did not have a traditional reunion, and the alternate option was lame for fans. When it was over, some were content if that was the end. Rachel Fuda, who announced her pregnancy, joked she was unemployed. Melissa launched a line of cookies as a playoff of a season 3 incident, while Jennifer Aydin was convinced she was returning. Teresa would love to come back, but with a few core people. She believes not everyone played the game right, and that ruined the show. That being said, are there any answers 4.5 months post-finale? According to Monsters and Critics, the fate of OMG will take a long time to decide. As Andy Cohen has noted, they do not know if they should reboot it with all new women, keep some, or go back to the drawing board. When asked when an answer about the show may arrive, Andy had this to say. He seems pretty firm, and it also appears he does not have a clue as to what the final outcome will be. A 2026 return. The way Andy Cohen talks about OMG, if a decision will not be made for another year, that's late 2025. This means filming would not start until around then, if not later, so fans can expect the franchise to return in 2026. Unless the show is filmed under the radar and Bravo reveals its secret plan, viewers will just have to wait this one out, as hard as it may be. It must be noted that fans do not want to have to choose between Melissa Gorga and Teresa Giudice. That could be the nail in the coffin for the series and its return. The fate of Bravo's iconic reality show, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, OMG, remains shrouded in uncertainty, leaving fans restless and speculating about the franchise's future. With whispers of no new episodes until 2026, devoted followers of Teresa Giudice, Melissa Gorga, and the rest of the Garden State cast find themselves at a crossroads, wondering whether the series will return to reclaim its former glory or quietly fade into Bravo's archives. Behind the curtain of Bravo's decision. Rumors of OMG's hiatus began circulating earlier this year after season 13 concluded with explosive drama that pushed relationships to their limits. While the franchise thrives on conflict, insiders suggest the latest turmoil, especially between Teresa and Melissa, may have crossed a line. Producers reportedly grapple with whether they can sustain the show's balance of personal battles and entertaining escapades without irreparably damaging cast relationships. Adding to the uncertainty is Andy Cohen's cryptic comment during a recent interview. When pressed about the show's future, the Bravo exec admitted, "We're taking some time to reassess what's next for OMG. It's not an easy decision, but we want to ensure we're delivering the best version of the show for our viewers." Fans have speculated that this reassessment could mean a complete overhaul of the cast, a major change in the show's format, or even an indefinite pause. Teresa and Melissa, the unbreakable feud. At the heart of the uncertainty lies the ongoing feud between Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga. What began as tension over family dynamics has escalated into a bitter, publicized war that dominated the last few seasons. The fallout reached new heights during the season 13 reunion, where accusations of betrayal and greed overshadowed any attempts at resolution. How can we move forward with a cast this divided? One producer reportedly lamented. Fans, too, have expressed fatigue over the repetitive nature of the drama. While Teresa's iconic table flip cemented her status as a reality TV legend, some argue the franchise's reliance on her family's dysfunction is now its greatest weakness. Casting dilemmas and new blood. If OMG does return, Bravo faces a daunting task in assembling a cast that can reignite the show's spark. Longtime fans have called for a mix of old favorites and fresh faces to revitalize the series. However, bringing in new cast members is not without its risks. Viewers have historically been resistant to change, often scrutinizing newcomers who fail to match the charisma and drama of their predecessors. Reports suggest Bravo has considered reaching out to past cast members like Caroline Manzo and Jacqueline Lorita in a bid to recapture the magic of earlier seasons. However, persuading these former housewives to return may prove challenging, especially given their strained relationships with current cast members. Meanwhile, casting completely new housewives could breathe life into the show but would require careful vetting to ensure they resonate with fans. The fan perspective. For many devoted viewers, the thought of waiting until 2026 for new episodes is unthinkable. Social media platforms are abuzz with petitions and campaigns urging Bravo to prioritize OMG. Some fans argue that a spin-off focused on specific cast members could serve as a temporary solution, keeping the franchise alive while giving producers time to resolve the main series issues. "We just want our housewives back," one fan tweeted. "Even if it's a mini-season or a special, just give us something." Others have suggested Bravo release unseen footage or create a retrospective series highlighting the best moments from the show's 13-season run. The Bravo factor. Beyond the internal drama, OMG's future is tied to Bravo's overall strategy for its Housewives franchises. With increasing competition from streaming platforms and changing viewer habits, the network has been re-evaluating its programming. Shows like The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip and The Real Housewives of Dubai indicate Bravo's willingness to experiment with new formats and locations. Could OMG follow suit with a reimagined concept that moves away from its traditional format? The financial implications. A hiatus until 2026 could have significant financial ramifications for Bravo. OMG consistently ranks among the network's highest-rated shows, attracting lucrative advertising deals and partnerships. Delaying new seasons could risk losing loyal viewers to competing reality series. Moreover, cast members who rely on the show for exposure may seek opportunities elsewhere, further complicating efforts to bring them back. What the cast has to say. While Bravo remains tight-lipped, the cast has been anything but silent. Teresa Giudice, during a recent podcast appearance, hinted at her willingness to continue, but only under certain conditions. "I love the show, but I'm not going to keep putting myself in toxic situations," she said. Meanwhile, Melissa Gorga has taken a more defiant stance, stating, "If they want real drama, they know where to find me." Other cast members, like Margaret Josephs and Jennifer A. Dean, have expressed mixed emotions. While they're eager to return, they've also voiced concerns about the toll the show's drama takes on their personal lives. "It's not just a TV show, it's our real lives," Margaret remarked in a recent interview. A glimmer of hope. Despite the uncertainty, there are signs that OMG could make a triumphant return. Bravo recently filed trademarks for new merchandise tied to the series, sparking speculation that plans for a revival are already underway. Additionally, some insiders suggest the network may use the hiatus to develop storylines that go beyond family feuds, focusing on the women's individual journeys and accomplishments. What's next? As fans anxiously await an official announcement, one thing is clear. The Real Housewives of New Jersey has left an indelible mark on reality television. Whether the show returns in its current form, undergoes a dramatic transformation, or spawns new spin-offs, its legacy as a cultural phenomenon is undeniable. Until then, viewers will have to make do with reruns, online fan theories, and the hope that their favorite housewives will eventually grace their screens once more. For now, the fate of OMG remains undecided, leaving fans to wonder. Will 2026 mark the beginning of a new era, or the end of an iconic chapter in Bravo's history.